many of y'all know the difference between major surgery and minor surgery? Minor surgery is when somebody else has had it. Major surgery is when you're having it. Like you're telling me you're just having minor surgery. Yeah, whatever. Well, we're spending Valentine's Day in the hospital, so I don't know, maybe can you get there? Well, happy Valentine's Day. You know, when we celebrate these moments, we talk about those emotions of our hearts and love of our life, and this is my Valentine's gift to you today. We're going to be talking about Incline My Heart. But it's going to be a different approach. We're going to really dig into the Word today. How many of y'all excited to be here? How many of y'all excited about the Word of God? That's even more important. So we're going to be looking at the Word of God this morning about something I don't think I've ever taught from before. But I want to make a statement before we dig into the scripture verse here. I want to see if you think that's a true statement, okay? Show that up there, Joe. Very first statement there. Nah, that's not it. Go to the first one. Check this out. All right, read it for yourself. Real lasting changes has to happen in your heart. And we're talking about real lasting game changers, difference in your life, difference in the way you perceive things, your perception. By the way, your perception is the beginning of change. Do you know that? You have to perceive something and look at that in its totality and the realization before you can really make a change. And so we're going to be looking at the perception of our heart, because the Bible says that we can be deceived by our heart. Our heart deceives us. In fact, God's the only one that knows our heart. And so we've really got to watch our hearts and the way they do them. So the thing that we're looking at here is real lasting changes happens in your heart. How many of y'all agree with that statement, okay? Raise your hand because that's true, okay? Just go ahead. Both hands means you really get it, okay? I knew there's some charismatics out there. Okay, just let it go. It's okay. All right, charismatic means you're just full of the Spirit, you know? It means you're not crazy, just full of the Spirit. Charisma means full of the Spirit. And so when we understand this, most of us are here today and we're going, I need a change in my life. I'm going to go to church today. Maybe something will click in my heart, in my spirit, in my mind, in my actions, in my behavior, in my thought pattern that will make a difference for the rest of my life. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Not just a simple behavior change that kind of modify or adjust or that, because we all know, as some of you realize, if you made New Year's promises, you've already broken them for about 40 days now. You know, we understand that we make these promises, we make some adjustments, but then we just kind of fall back into that. But real lasting changes that happen for the rest of our life, they have to happen in our heart. You got that? If we get this down, we can go on with this, and this teaching is really going to be good today for you and for me, for the changing of what I believe the future of our church and the direction we're going to be going. Because the theme last year was connection, and this year it's going to be communication. The way that we speak this stuff. The perception that the way we speak this has to happen in our heart. For what the heart believeth, what? The mouth what? Speaks. Y'all get this connection here? So we're going somewhere with this. So let's begin at some heart matters, if you would. Now we're going to look at this scripture verse, and let me read that first verse to you. We're going to look at the rest of this and kind of build a sermon from that, okay? First of all, look what it says. I incline my heart to perform your good statutes forever and to the end. Let's read that together, okay? Read that. I incline my heart to perform your statutes forever to the end. Man, Psalms 119 is this incredible chapter. It's the longest chapter in all of the book. I think there's 176 verses in that thing. And grammatically, the structure of this, we're not going to get into this, I want to teach some other things here, but it's interesting, the grammatical structure of that is a teaching. And it's a rabbinical teaching. So rabbinical teachings, they do headings, and then there's a lot of teaching that goes with this. Kind of like what I'll teach you guys. I'll do a heading, and then I'll teach a lot of that, then I'll go to another heading. The grammatical structure of Psalms 119 is laid out, and there's just a lot of teaching here, and we're just going to look at 2 or 3 verses here because that's about all we can handle. That's about all y'all can take, I know. But notice that very end of that. Notice what it says, statutes forever unto the end. So what that is saying, the psalmist is saying, I need a change in my life, and I don't need an adjustment or a behavior modification or to read a book that will motivate me to kind of do something. I don't need that in my life. What this psalmist is saying is, I want a deep change. I want something that's going to last forever and ever. I want to change in the way that I think about things, the way that I direct my heart, the way that I perceive things in my life. I want to change, and I don't want it to last for a week or two. I don't want to be a show-off thing, but I want this change to be forever and ever and ever, for it to last, to make a difference, for it to really work. So often we hear sermons, and we maybe read something in a book or something like that, and we go, I want to be like that. And so we kind of modify our behavior, and it just doesn't work, right? Anybody there? Are you?
We're here.
Okay. Y'all need to help me preach this, okay? The way you help me preach is like throwing a bone to the dog. Just throw it out there, and then if you say, yeah, then I'm going to go faster. I mean, so selfish. I mean, y'all want to understand how to make a change. I want to understand this thing. Because we've been talking about change for about 5 weeks. We talked about we're a new creature. And how do we get this down? Let me tell you, perception is the beginning of this understanding. So you got to perceive this. You got to really perceive this in your heart. If you really want to make a change. And so this perception, how we're really looking at this, don't just go in this blind and like, I need to change a little bit. He said change, I'm going to do this. No, it begins in the heart. I'm going to teach all this today. And so perception is the beginning of this understanding, how we can perceive this and make this change. And so what this verse is telling me when I read this, incline my heart, I've got to take charge of my heart. Do y'all see that? I need to take charge of my heart. Notice what it says. I incline what? My heart. I have to take charge of my heart. I need a heart examination. I've got to keep checking on this thing to see where I'm going astray. Let me give you an example. Let's say you don't like someone. You don't look to that person you're sitting next to. Okay, that's embarrassing. All right? I just don't like that person. And so now you hear a sermon about love and how you're supposed to love people and treat people. So you say, all right, Catherine, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to like you a little bit more. So I'm going to quit glaring at you when you do something stupid. I'm not going to complain as much to you. I'm just going to try these modifications, and I'm supposed to love you. I'm supposed to like you, so I'm going to change a little bit. But what happens is you go, I'm going to change these outside modifications, but let me tell you my heart, I really don't like you. Everybody's got somebody in your mind, don't you? Okay, yeah. So what happens? You see that person, I got to be nice to you. But what happens when your heart changes about that person? No more gossiping about them, because that just breaks your heart. I don't do that anymore. I used to, but I have a change of heart. See, if you change the behavior, you just don't do it publicly anymore, right? But if there's a change of heart, you go, I can't complain. I'm not going to do that anymore. That's wrong. That hurts my heart when I do that because I have a change of heart. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Okay, that's just an example. I've got a lot of examples today, but that's just one example. So what happens is we've got to take issue with our heart. We've got to take charge of our heart here. We've got to be mindful of what's going on here. We can change the outside, but if there's some problems on the inside, we still got this issue. And God sees our heart, right? Everybody else does it. God does. If you want a lasting change, it starts where? Say it, church. So notice what he said here. Incline my heart. In other words, I need to change my heart. I need some adjustments in my heart. Now, golly, I think that's an interesting choice of words, don't you? I think it'd be better just, one, we love everybody, and then we drop it, we go, okay, love everybody. But no, see, it's an interesting choice of words that the psalmist uses here. It says, incline my heart. Let me tell you what I wrote there. I want to read this because I'll probably get excited about what I wrote it. If you incline something, because that word, we don't use that very often. How many of y'all have incliners at your house? Oh, admit it. The thing that you, come on now. Well, that didn't run fast, didn't it? Where does he live most of his life? In the recliner. Okay, all right. And so how many of y'all have recliners in your house, all right? Raise your hand, Bobby. I'll put in your house. Feel like 8 of them. Where's my prop? Good set that thing. Well, we bought 2 recliners. And Lisa wouldn't let me bring the new recliner up here for an illustration, so I had to go outside. I'm just kidding with you. She didn't even know about this until I was. Yeah, so I brought an outside recliner that we have. So let me read it. Go back up to the screen. Don't look up there. Back to the screen, okay? If you incline something, this is what it really means. It was naturally not in that position to begin with, right? So when you're reclining something, it's in a position. And it's in that stationary position, but when you recline something, when you incline something, you are moving it, you are repositioning. Originally it was set, but now you're inclining, you're making some position changes. Some changes of something that already existed. You got that? All right, we're going somewhere with this. What? Am I getting complicated? Okay, go back to the recliner. Notice this next part. Action taken to the reposition of it. So to recline something means something set, but to incline, okay, I keep saying recline, I'm sorry. To incline something, you got to reposition that. There's something set in our heart. All of us have things that are set in our heart that we want to change, right? Look up here, church, come on. Aren't there things in our heart that just really don't work, but we just kind of, I'm doing the best I can, you know? And sometimes we decline, all right, we fall off and we just kind of go into falling motion. And sometimes we recline and we go, I'm just going to ignore it, I'm just going to relax, I'll get over it, you know what I'm saying? But here's what the scripture verse is saying. We've got to take inclining action to change that position of our heart. And if we don't take action, nobody is. Action to reposition or orient a different position or situation, all right? So let me kind of demonstrate this, if you will. Y'all, we're just going to have some fun today. Can we have some fun? Yeah. I'm not going to be here for 2 Sundays, so can we have some fun? Yeah. Why? 2 Sundays. All right, so I don't know if y'all want to see me back. You know not see me back there? Okay, let me go over here. Let me go over here. I'm not an invalid yet, all right? Billy Joe, I need to help him. He's hurting. He's old. Okay, so when we're in this position of our heart, and most of us have these things that are going on, okay? And so we position ourselves. This is just the way we react in life, you know? And so we're in this upright position, and so, you know, and all of a sudden, Jesus interrupts everything. He gives us a new heart, a new way to handle things. And so we kind of struggle with this. He says, you've got a new heart, you've got a new way to look at things. I'm falling apart here, okay. And so we've got to position and reposition our heart. And so the song says, I incline, I reposition my heart. So it takes some action here, just what that says. And so there's several things that are going on here. And so we're positioning our heart, we're used to setting on the way that we want to act. But sometimes we decline. In other words, if I could do this, I'm going to get one of those chairs when I get older. You know, they kind of lift up and they throw you out. All right. When I turn 65, y'all buy me one of those, okay? Because I'd be embarrassed to go to the store and buy one, okay? But you know those little chairs that lift up and then they just kind of eject you? Okay, that's declining. And so what happens in our life when we decline, all of a sudden we're falling out and we're going the wrong direction. But most of us in this room, we're in this position right here. We're what? There it is, you know what? We'll get over it. My heart's okay. I'm just going to wait till this goes over. I'm just going to sit here. This is nice. And we just kind of recline in our life, and we don't take action things, and we get comfortable in our life just the way that we are. That's the way that I am. That's the way that I am. You're kind of getting this now, aren't you? Okay. The Psalms comes in here. The decline position. Some of us are here today, we're just, man, we're going the wrong direction. My heart has just fallen off the wagon on this decline position. Some of us are just so comfortable in life. I just like it like it is. I'm just going to kind of drift it. I'm just going to recline that thing back, just kind of whatever I feel, I'm going to do it. No accountability, no responsibility to respond to the Word of God or whatever God tells me. Now, when I was adjusting that chair while ago, who's in charge of adjusting all those positions? Who was in charge of that?
You.
Oh, what's up? Here's a question for you. Who's in charge of your heart's position? You are. You're in charge of this. See, God loves your heart, and He wants your heart, and some of you in this room have given your heart. Is that it? No. So I am in charge of my heart, and I've got to really watch this heart thing. It belongs to God, but He's entrusted me to, I've got to watch my heart. That's what that scripture verse says. Incline my heart, position my heart, and get my heart in the right position, or else it's going to decline, or it's going to recline, and so let me go back to this next thing, because y'all need to hear some of this. All right, maybe not. Setting my heart is not a one-time action. Can I say that again? Setting my heart is not a one-time action. So there's this button on there, on my recliner there is, I have this little button, you push it, and man, it goes into relax mode, it just kind of folds out there. And then I'm there for a day and a half. And so, you push that button. Who's in charge? I push that button. And we just said, who's in charge of our heart? We are. Well, what's this setting my heart, that setting button for recline, decline, or incline? Who's in charge of it? I am. Setting my heart is not a one-time action. In other words, just because you gave your heart to Jesus when you're 10, 13, 25, 45, just because you gave your heart to Jesus one time, does not mean you continually not give your heart. Did I hear that?
Yes.
So some of us in this room say, well, I gave my heart to Jesus, that's it. Is it? It's not true. Notice what he said, I incline my heart. I'm positioning my heart. Because sometimes my heart is declining, sometimes my heart's reclining, but I am inclining because I want my heart to be in tune with Him. And I'm always positioned, I'm always maneuvering my heart. And God, you're always checking my heart, but guess what? I am too, to make my heart as pure as I can. So, is it a one-time experience that you give your heart and you go, well, I never have to give my heart again and did that, so that's all the way. A long time ago, no. Remember that commercial? It was like cooking a chicken rotisserie thing. And he said, you put the chicken in there, you set it, and you forget it. You remember that commercial? I got 4 of those things about that. Isn't that a great idea? You just put something in, you just set it, and you forget it. Kind of like a crock pot, right? You just set it in, you walk out. Your heart's not that way. You don't just set it and forget it. You have to let the Holy Spirit guide you to always check your heart. And that's what we're talking about today. And that's what that verse means. Incline my heart, position my heart, take action on my heart. To check it. Always check it. What happens is if I take ownership of my heart, watch this now. Then when it's declining, I see that, man, I'm getting angry again. No. Lord, forgive me for my anger. Lord, you put peace in my heart. So Lord, I want to go back to that. See how that new creature is, we got to recheck that. And sometimes when I'm reclining, I don't really care anymore. I just, I've got this like, all of a sudden the Spirit of God stirs in my heart and I got to check, whoa, I'm getting lazy about that. I'm not really addressing that. I'm getting comfortable in my walk. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So we check that, and so there's always that checking and that rechecking and that evaluating through the Holy Spirit of God that we talked about last week. Now notice the rest of this. It said in that verse, it says, I incline my heart to perform. Really? I incline, position my heart, continually checking, making sure my heart's right before the Lord, and all of a sudden, what am I doing? To perform. That's an interesting word there. Let me kind of talk a little bit about that. Incline, let's go back to incline. Incline means a willingness, a favorable action toward an attitude, belief, or response. Okay? Jesus put this in your heart, and as you incline your heart to that, you're favorably responding to the Word of God. We'll get to the rest of that later. And notice what it says to perform, what that is. That word perform is hasha is the Hebrew word, and that means to work, to labor, to construct, to accomplish. Now let's put that together, okay? So what that is saying is To incline means I position myself favorably to that action, to that attitude, to that word, that task at hand, that I'm to labor, that I'm to construct to accomplish that which God has put into my heart. And so what the psalmist is saying, he said, I and I alone am checking my heart so that I'm inclined to do what God has called me to do, and I'm always checking that, I'm always looking at that, so that I will not decline and I will not recline with no action. Let me give you Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. That's a great verse. Above all else, say that with me. Above all else. Okay, the rest of you five, say that with me. Above all else. Above all else. I mean, number one. Didn't say go to church. Don't go to sleep when Gary's preaching. Above all else, above everything else. Number one. For you Spanish people, number uno. That's all I know. Number uno. Above everything else. What does it say? Say it. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. Well, wait a minute. I gave my heart to Jesus when I was 13 years old. Isn't that it? No. Notice what it says. Above everything else. Above tithing. Above going to church, being a missionary. Above everything. What's this? Above preaching. Guard your heart. And he gives a reason that for everything flows out of your heart. Are y'all hearing that? Guard your heart, church. Incline your heart. Check your position, your heart. Guard your heart. I tell you what, you don't guard your heart, nobody else would. You know that? You think someone else may guard your heart? You know that expression that somebody broke your heart? Really? I kind of understand that, but break your heart? No. You're to guard your heart. And our heart belongs to the Lord, right? But notice what it says. Above everything else, guard your heart, because everything what? Flows. You kind of illustrate that. You know, this surgery stuff, there's a lot of work to this. I thought I'd just show up, they cut me, and I'd go home, there's just a lot to this. I have to go to doctor visits, make sure I'm healthy. So check this out. I'm going to go to my doctor, my GP here in town. And I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he got all the reports, had some blood work done, sent to him a long time ago, and I just hadn't seen him, but he had that. And so he walks in and he said, dude, you're looking good. You're looking good. I said, man, he's looking at my report, man, you've lost some weight. You're right on target on that deal. I said, hey, check my blood pressure because, well, Lisa. Okay. Anyway, he said, I said, check my blood pressure because remember about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you would have put me on blood pressure medicine. Look at 120 already, buddy. I said, man, you're doing good. Man, you look younger. Yeah, come on, buddy. Did you look younger? You look healthy? Man, you're a candidate for surgery. I go, yeah, man, I'm looking good and I feel good. I've got a lot of energy. He said, now how long have you been married? I promise you, he said that and I turned red like I am now. And I go, well, He said, man, you're looking good. You look healthy, And he said, this knee thing has been bothering me for years now. So let's get it done. And so he's reading. Now, watch this. He's reading that lab work. Okay. So blood pressure good, weight's good, you're looking healthy, I'm younger looking, and all these wonderful things that he said, and he said, you're happy, and I said, yeah, man, he said, it's good, and all these things. So, wait a minute, whoa. Your cholesterol's a little high. And I said, now you're meddling. It was good so far. Well, yeah, but that's always been high. I didn't know it was always high. I'm just trying to get out of this because I want to go back to the good stuff, right? Now, I'm looking better, feeling better, happy, and all this stuff. And he goes, no. You don't understand. It's not a big deal, but man, I love you. We've been friends for a long time, and I want you to be healthy. You got a lot of responsibility. You have your church. You have your wife, and Grayson. You have all these things, and so I want you to be healthy. And so, what's that cholesterol? Okay. I said, yeah, I got this, And he needed to get my attention. What's it? Because he didn't have my attention because I'm feeling pretty good. And he goes back and he says, Dude, listen to me. You're not listening to me because I want to give you a warning here because your cholesterol could build up. You're not there, but your cholesterol could build up. And you could be running sometime and exercising, sweating and running and all these things. And you could have a stroke or a heart attack. Are you getting that? I said, Kim, you have a doctorate degree in medical information. You're smarter than me in medical by a million times. And I know you understand that, but I want to tell you something. Look, you're wrong. I will not die that way because, first of all, I don't run. So I'm not going to die of that. I don't run. You know what I mean? Take my point. I can do all these things on the outside, just like your blood pressure. But if there's a heart problem and heart blockage, it can stop me in my tracks. And this is what this verse is saying. You can be so religious and fake everybody out, and you can look good on the outside, and you can preach, and you can lead Bible studies, and you can pray for people, and you can be one of the men up here that came forward. You can do all those. Listen to me. You can do all those things on the outside, and everybody looks. You look good. You're looking good. You look happy. But if there's some blockage in your heart, you've got problems. You've got problems. So when I read this, I go, something wrong. I got to check this thing out. And it can deceive everybody, but it will not deceive him, and it will not deceive me eventually. It will catch up. So let's just make a reduction, man. This could be. I'm going to come back next Sunday. Let me ask you a question. How many want a healthy heart before the Lord? How many just want to be healthy? Okay? And with that means you want to change that will last. We don't want to play games here. Y'all don't need a cute little sermon. You go, I need to do this. Okay, yeah, I'm okay, you're okay. This life's great here. My life is great here. If you really want substance here, this is one that change that's going to last forever. That's what we're talking about here. I'm not going to give you I'm not going to see you in a couple of weeks, so I need to give you some real meat that you can chew on. Now, Jeff will do the same thing, but I'm just telling you, I need to give you some chew on, and this is going to give you some chew on today. This is really real, and it's really strong stuff here, and we've got to chew on this. So don't just take this and just kind of leave it aside. Chew on it this week, okay? With me? Because y'all raised your hand. You said you wanted a healthy heart before the Lord. I'm going to teach you how to have a healthy heart before the Lord. And it's a teaching that's kind of a little different. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 3 exercises so you don't have a cholesterol attack here, some blockage here. I want to give you 3 exercises in how to have a healthy heart. In other words, how to incline your heart. You with me? Let's pray before we go. Lord, I thank you for this word. I thank you for the teaching of this word. And Lord, I need to be a little briefer. It's hard for me to do that. But God, so speak through me and direct me. In Jesus' name, amen. I told you earlier this is a Valentine message. And so the Valentine message is supposed to talk about love and emotions and all that. And I'm going to talk about emotion, but it's something probably contrary to what you think I'm going to go to. So let me give you my first one. Okay, my first point here is that you got to know what to hate. What? I thought we were going to talk about love and feeling good and me loving more. Well, I'm going to first of all talk about if you want a healthy heart and incline your heart, you've got to know what to hate. I know this has a little contradiction to what we should be talking, because as Christians, we're supposed to what? I want to teach you how to hate. Alright? How many of you all interested so far in this? I'll be good. I may not have a job when I get back. Let me show the verse here, okay? I'm just going to show the scripture first, but I don't know how we get away with it. Alright? Notice what it said. Because I hate double-mindedness. But I love your law. Is that familiar, anybody in this room? Yeah. I hate double-mindedness, but I love God's word. Anybody kind of feel that way? Yeah. Double-mindedness, wishy-washy. Well, one minute you're this way, the other minute you're that way. Wishy-washy. Well, I really believe that, God, I don't know if God loves me or not. Well, I really have peace with God in my heart. I don't know what peace. I'm just struggling, You know, I know that I'm born again. Jesus comes in my mind. I don't know if I'm born again or not. I don't know if God forgives me because of things that, I know I'm forgiven by His grace and His mercy endures forever. You know, and all this. So we're wishy-washy. We're double-minded. And here's what some say, I hate the double-mindedness. But I love God's Word. See that love-hate thing going on here? So listen, if you want a healthy heart, we've got to learn what to hate. We've got to learn what to hate here. Let me give you the statement here. This is a big statement here. Now, the other one, Joe, I don't have that. I don't have that. No, so look up here. I don't get that. Hate is probably the greatest motivation you can have to change a diseased heart. Let me say that again, make sure. I don't think it's up here. Hate is probably the greatest motivation to change a diseased heart. I love some things for me, but I hate those same things and what it does to me. Now chew on that just for a minute. Read that for yourself, okay? Just on your paperwork. Read that. Okay, now back up here. Don't raise your hand. How many of y'all got something in your heart, some cholesterol blockage, some sin blockage? Maybe discouragement, maybe depression, maybe alcohol, kind of what we talked about last night. What is that thing that just blocks you? Kind of pulls you back, your heart, you went on a certain, I can't do that. What is that thing? Identify it right now. Go ahead, come on. Maybe lust, maybe porn, maybe decisiveness, maybe bad relationship. What's that one thing that just pulls you back? What's it? Now, I'm not talking about hate the person, so we're talking about hate the sin. What is that one thing? So what we're saying is, so often, some of those things that it kind of soothes us to do some of these things, and then after we do it, I hate what it does. I'll explain that a little bit, and I want to illustrate that sometimes for you. So if you really want to change a problem in your heart, what's this? A sin problem, a blockage problem, you've got to hate that. You've got to despise that. Say, oh Lord, I hate when I do that. I hate when I go that way. In 1 John chapter 4, it talks about this. It says, if anyone, what's this love-hate thing? If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Y'all see that? So let's kind of paraphrase that and kind of use it in some layman's term here. So if I don't hate the world and the evilness of the world and the rejection of the world and the destruction of the world and the evil of the world and the temptations of the world, if I don't hate that part that I'm drawn to, I cannot love God the way that He wants me to. There's that double heart. There's that double-mindedness. Are y'all getting that now? Okay. This means yes. Okay. Okay. So if I do that, that's that love, hate, and that destruction. If I hate that destruction, I hate that evil, I hate that sin, then that's the beginning of that perception of change that will happen. Let me go back to this. I love what some things do for me, but I hate those things, what it does to me. Now let me explain that one, because some of you are kind of struggling. Y'all been staring at it for 30 minutes now. I don't know what it is. It sounds kind of philosophical. It's not philosophical. Let me explain that. Let me go back to that high cholesterol thing. So let me tell you about sugar cookies. I love sugar cookies. Don't judge me. I love sugar. If they've got icing, I think I just go this euphoric experience, out-of-body experience when I have icing with sugar. I love. They were there with me in my darkest hours. When I was depressed, I depended on sugar cookies. They brought me. Just y'all can laugh at that. Y'all weren't there for me with sugar. They soothed me when I was lonely. Sure. So I'm at the Super Bowl party, and guess what's in the middle of that table? All this food. I mean, there's tons of food at this Super Bowl. I mean, there's loads of food everywhere. Oh, the only thing I can see is those sugar cookies. That's none of your business. I mean, I ate those. But I'm going into surgery, so I felt like I needed some sugar cookies. I had so many of those sugar cookies, I was sick. I did. And every time I'd eat one, I thought there were 4 more, and I had to, download their process. But I ate those sugar cookies because they've been there for me. I love what they do for me, but I hate what they do. Y'all hear that? So that was fun. So let's go a little deeper. Anger. I get mad sometimes. I get angry. Boy, I love to tell somebody a piece of my mind. I'm going to tell them a piece. I'm so mad at them. I have every right to be mad at them. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I get angry at somebody, and I love that. Then I have to deal with the consequences. Say the word consequences with me. Aftermath. Destruction. Been to that person. You know what I'm saying? I love what it does for me, but I sure hate what it does to me. You hear what I'm saying? Complaining. Oh boy, can I complain? Are we videoing this? I don't know. Y'all use this on my show. I hate confessing these things because y'all go, yeah, there goes Gary. You say like to complain. I love to complain, man. I just, it's not working. And then, when you complain, you start griping about all your aches and pains. Anybody over 50, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's our conversation. My aches and pains. And you find somebody at the store, at Ace, you go tell them, hey, and you complain. I love telling people about my aches, my pain, what's going on, and I didn't get my check, and I did this, and it's hard, my lighters are broken, and my paint rigs on, all these things. I love complaining. And then, what happens was I isolate myself. I love doing that, but I don't like what it does to me because I see that person and they see me and they go, oh Lord, they start running the other way. They do because who wants to be around somebody that complains? Anybody? No! It's just not a lot of fun to come home to now. Somebody that complains. So here's my point. See, before I make a change, whether it's depression or anger, sugar cookies, resentment, gossiping, complaining, before I make those changes, you identify in your heart, just want to go, before I make those changes, I must incline my heart. I must reposition my heart. How do I do that? Here's how I do it. I have to hate that destruction in my heart. Not tolerate it, not cover it up, not try to deal with it on my own strength, not even, listen to me, not even seek counsel outside of that what God is already speaking to you, because you already have that godly counsel in you, so start right there. Then seek some godly counsel, because there's wisdom in that. That's what the Bible says. But you start right there. Before I can change that destruction and that gossip in my life, that lying, that anger in my life, that those temptations in my life, before I change that, I have got to hate that double-mindedness and love the things of the Lord. Love the things of the Lord. Jeremiah chapter, I don't know, I have to wing this, 42. Jeremiah chapter 42, that's what it is. Jeremiah chapter 42, God looks to His people, Israel. And Israel, I hear what you're thinking. I hear what your heart. I'm going to give you a heart warning. You've got to despise Egypt. You've got to hate Egypt because y'all are thinking, hey, maybe we ought to go back into that bondage because it wasn't all that bad. Maybe we need to go back into that blockage because we're having a really hard time here. It's really difficult now. And back in Egypt, all we had to do was make bricks all day long. It was pretty easy. They took care of it. And there's a lot of wealth in Egypt. And maybe we need to go back there. And God looks at them and said, Jeremiah, tell them to hate to go back. Tell them to hate going back to Israel, to Egypt. And tell them that even though they think it looks good and maybe it feels good, and maybe they think it's good for them, tell them to hate it because what it'll do to them in the end, it'll only bring bondage back in life. That's what he says in Isaiah chapter 42. What did I say? I've changed it. Did I say Jeremiah? Well, that's right then. I got to go to the second point. Y'all can start preaching. All right. Here's the second point. So how do I have a healthy heart? First of all, I've got to learn what to hate. Say this. I've got to learn what to hate. Say it. Tell your neighbor, I'm not hating you, but I've got to learn how to hate those things or disrupt you. Go ahead and tell your neighbor. Go ahead and tell them. Don't make me come back here and back here. I will start calling names. Dana. She doesn't have anybody to tell. I hate that. Let's go to the second point. Good grief. Let me go this. Oh, well. Okay, now we got to go to this know where to hide. Got to know where to hide. First of all, we got to know what to hate. We got to know where to hide. Check this out. All right, so the second verse. We're just going to let this teach itself here, okay? We're just going to read through this verse and we're going to let it teach itself. It says, you are my hiding place, and you are my shield. Now, we're going to put these verses together because I believe in contextual preaching. We're going to put all this, we're going to try to pull something out, try to make a sermon out. We're going to pull this together. So here's what we've been talking. There's a battle in your heart. Can you hear that? We talked about that 3 weeks ago, about battling for times and opportunities. We're in a warfare. Y'all know that? Hey, wake up, church. Wake up. We're in a battle here. It's not about feeling good anymore. Feel good days, you're not going to hear that preaching in this place. It's about we're in a battle. And we're playing for keeps. So we're in a battle for your heart. So we can't be passive. We can't be a no war zone. We can't have this neutral ground in our heart, live our life the way that we want to. As believers, we are in a battle. And we're in a war zone. And it's over your heart. Every day, there's a battle going on over your heart. And that's why we've got to check our heart, incline our heart. That's what we've been talking about. The second thing is, you've got to know your enemy. If you're going to go into a war, you've got to know who your enemy is, right? And we've identified that these days are evil a couple of weeks ago. I just really drilled y'all with this. The days are evil. We're in a battle against Satan, who is our enemy. So we've got to identify our enemy. In other words, we've got to learn what to hate in our lives when the enemy wins these battles in our heart. All right? You don't go into the battle and carry a gun. You got the ammunition, you got the shield, you got the protection, and then you see your enemy and say, I think I'm just going to go out there and love on him a little bit. You'll die. You understand that? They will shoot you. That's what we're in. We're in this battle. And we've got to understand who our enemy is. We're in this battle. You've got to hate double-mindedness and love the Word. And since we're in this battle, you've got to know where to run for protection. Here this comes, all right? So we're in this battle. It's a battle of our hearts. The enemy's out there. Steal, kill, destroy. He will destroy you in a heartbeat. And so we're in this battle, in this warfare, and it's in our heart. We've got to check our heart, to be mindful of our heart, so that we don't give any of our heart to Satan. Because we're in a battle here. And so we identified that is our enemy. And we've got to understand, if we're in a battle, you've got to know where your protection is for you to win this battle. And there comes that verse that says, you are what? My hiding place, and you are my shield. I want you to remember something here. You cannot ask God for protection if you keep running to the enemy. You hear that? You can't ask God, would you protect me from this, and I'm going to go do what I want to do. You can't do that. It's an oxymoron. It's a division of your heart. It's double-mindedness. So you can't ask God to protect you as you go out and do whatever you want to do. Whatever that is. Or continue in that heart matter. Say, Lord, protect me in this, that I don't get caught in what I'm about to do. You think God's going to honor that prayer? Don't think so. So you cannot ask for God's protection if you keep running to the enemy. So God, let me give you a point of reference here. Well, check this out. We're flashing. I want to kind of surmise this and keep going. If we need a hiding place, that verse has said that we need a hiding place. Why? We're in a battle, right? It's a war zone. If we need a hiding place, then we must be facing battles and dangerous events of our heart matters. In other words, if we need this hiding place, there must be something going on, but sometimes we don't see it. Okay? Second part there. We all have our hiding places. Now I'm going to meddle a little bit. Okay. What's your hiding place? Where do you go to? Things are difficult here in your life. You're really struggling by saying, what do you turn to as your comfort in a hiding place in your life? Things are just chaotic. Things are wrong. Things are not working out. You could be losing your job. Where do you turn to? You could be in financial disaster right now. You can go to class and pay for your way. Really. We really believe God's way of finances will correct anything in your heart. I don't care. I don't care how in debt you are. Go to this class. You'll have no problems, okay? You may be in financial destruction right now. Where do you turn to? Where's your hiding place for comfort? I visited with an individual one day, and I asked her that question. And she said this, I'll never forget it. Before I even got it out, she knew, I guess she knew where I was going with this in the council. She said, blame? Blame? Yeah. Then when things are going bad, I just, I don't want to look at my own heart, so I blame everybody. I blame my husband, I blame my job, I blame this, I blame this. I go, this is my hiding place. I just blame everyone around me. How about food? Now I really am mad at her. Get kind of depressed. I'm just gonna go eat the chocolate. It sounds good. But anyway, just gonna go eat food. That's my hiding place. I'm just gonna kind of food. About alcohol. Man, I've had a rough day. We talked about that last week. Man, I had a rough day. Just almost slammed down by 8. So not wrong drinking we talked about, but there's some dangers of that hand if it's dependent of your peace. It's a sin. What about past achievements? I used to be strong in the Lord, but just, I used to go out, Now let me tell you about that. As a kid, you played this game called hide and seek, right? We all still playing it. Okay. And one of my kids, I don't know which one it was. I was on Ted over here, but maybe next one that right. And my kids are playing, I don't know which one it was, but what happened was they were playing hide and go seek, and they got wedged in between my storage room and the house there. They got wedged in there and stuck. And so they're crying, help. I said, what are y'all doing? What'd y'all do? Who stuck him in there? And I said, no, they were playing hide and go seek, and he got stuck in there, so I pulled him out, or her out, I'm not sure which one. And sometimes this is what we do. When we go to our hiding places that gives us comfort, whether it's anger, or whether it's blame, or it's alcohol, or food, or past achievements, or whatever, when we go to that hiding place, we can get stuck in that place. Do you know that? So rather than check our heart, we just blame our dads, or not just going to eat some food, or, This is a great example, 1 Kings, chapter 19. Elijah, you ever heard of Elijah? I haven't heard of Elijah. Okay, here's Elijah, man. It's this incredible story. We've kind of abbreviated a little bit. Elijah just came off a big battle, man, a big battle. All these Baal worshipers, and they were sacrificing, they were testing, who was the greater God. God just showed off, and because he showed up and just zapped over that, and all the Baal worshipers died. And here's the prophet that kind of started all this. So all these Baal prophets died, and so there's a lady called Queen Jezebel. She found out, and she sent word. Elijah, you killed my prophets. What you did to them, I'm going to do to you. And it scares him to death. And so he went to his hiding place. He went in the desert, in the wilderness of Judah. And he found a place of refuge, a tree, and then he moves into a cave. He goes in this cave, and he's hiding there. Because that was a place, what I call low expectation. Because he had just been on this mountaintop and saw just the fire of God come down and all this. And so he's afraid. And so he goes in. Check this out. Watch this. This is good teaching. This is a sermon right here. Okay, no time. He goes into this cave of low expectation. Because in a cave, there's no expectation for you to do anything except hide. Some of y'all may be there right now. God has spoken to you maybe to serve in a way or to step up your heart. And yet, you kind of go back, I'm going to say okay, because I don't want that expectation. I do that in relationships, and that's why I wrote this, because I'm really preaching to me today. I do that a lot. I don't want to put expectations because I don't want to be disappointed in her. Anybody kind of feel that way in this room? Yeah, I kind of thought I did. This is a religious bunch up here, so go back here. Now, not me. Who took you on the back there, all right? Low expectations. So if I don't have any expectations, and that's with God too, by the way. I'm not going to put too much expectation, so my prayers are, just, a little softer, a little, not, because I don't want to expect, because I'll be disappointed. And that's my cave. I just told you something about it. I'm going to change that with God's help. So here, Elijah is in this cave, hiding out, and guess who shows up? Really? That all I got? Okay, come on. He shows up, hey, Elijah, what are you doing here? So your destiny's not in this cave of low expectation hiding out. Your destiny's out there. Didn't you watch what I did for you? God reminds you, didn't you see the fire come down? Didn't you see all this? Elijah, what are you doing in this cave? You're stuck in this cave. You're hiding in this place. Now, where are you hiding? It's good to preach something about somebody else, but can we apply that to ourselves? Where are you hiding? See, here's the point. You don't need a cave to hide in because God says, I'm going to protect you in the open. You know that? You can stand in the open as a believer and follower of Jesus Christ. You know what? You don't have to hide in a cave. If any cave that you're going to, your place of comfort, your place of hiding, you do not have to go there because what God says, come hide in me and I'll protect you. Amen? Now that's good right there, guys. Good grief. He says, I got this. I am your rock. I am your fortress. I will never leave you. I'll never forsake you. I am your hiding place. I am your hiding place. Look at these scripture verses here. Let me show you that 2 more, and then we'll go to the last one. Keep me in the apple of your eye. Hide me in the what? Shadow of your wings. Okay, next verse. Another psalm. You are a hiding place for me. You preserve me from trouble. You surround me with the shouts of deliverance. That's it. So incline your heart. You got to know where to hide. You're to run to him in the shadow of his wing. You're to declare your protection over your heart. That's what it is. So if you want a healthy heart, you've got to know where to hide. You've got to know where to hide. Stop damaging your heart by doing these things that are blocking the flow of God and release that and trust him with all of your ways. And lean not upon your own understanding. In all your ways, what? Acknowledge him. In other words, I trust you, God. I trust you. I trust you. You are my protection. You are my shield. You are my deliverer. I hide in the shadow of the wings of your mercy and your grace. And so you are my protection. That's where we run to. Amen? All right, last point. Maybe. Know how to hope. Check this out. Know how to hope. Let's look at the last of that, verse 14 there. Notice what it says. I'll read it over to you. You are my hiding place, my shield. And notice what it says. I hope in your word. Now notice what it doesn't say first, okay? Notice it doesn't say, I have hope. Notice what it says. It says, I what? Now some of you English majors out there can help me with this, okay? When I say I have hope, that word hope is what? It's a noun, right? Yes. Maybe you got dropped out of school at 30 years old. If I understand the English right, it says that when it says I have hope, that is an object. Alright? When I have hope, that means it's a noun. That means I possess something. But notice what? That's what it does say. But notice what it does say. It says, I what? Is that, what kind of word is hope there in that structure? A verb! Very good. It's a verb. It's something you what? Do. It's action. It's something that is in the process of becoming. It's action. It's not something you possess. It's not something that's an object. It is something you do. Y'all probably never heard that before. We think, well, I need hope. I have hope. And so So listen to this, what it's not saying. It's not something that I have, it's something that I what? Something that I do. It's not something, what's this now? It's not something that I wish. Well, I hope it's not going to rain on Tuesday. If you looked at the weather report, it said 100%. So it's not saying, I wish, I hope it's not going to rain Tuesday. Look, it's going to rain Tuesday, so I'm going to take an umbrella. Does that make sense? And so when I say this, that's not something that I wish, it's a way of living. It's a way of doing things. It's a lifestyle. It's not something that I possess and kind of pour in me or take a pill that I've got hope. It's something that I can put my hands on. It's something that I can work in my life. It is something that is a noun. It's not an object. It's something that is alive in my life. It's a practice. It's a lifestyle. It's hope in me. It's doing. It's performing. Like that verse said, it's something that takes action in my heart, not something that I wish for, that I possess. I'm going to teach you a couple scriptures for a kid to read. All right, first thing, let me say this. I'm going to say two things about this word hope, because I think it's important. Hope is hard. Hope is hard. I didn't bring my other prop, but I was going to bring a golf ball. And I was going to show you something. As I bounced it on this carpet, what would happen there? If I bounced on this carpet, it wouldn't go very far, right? But if I took that golf ball and I bounced it on this cement up here, what happens? See, God made us to bounce back in life. Guess what? Life is what? Say hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. That's why, Paul talked to the church, would y'all grow up? Would y'all quit acting like a bunch of babies that just drink milk? Eat some solid food. Grow up. He says that over and over and over. That's why I would tell you, grow up. The way we grow up is not being soft, it's being what? It's going through difficulties. Nobody likes this. We talk about the promises of God. We started our service all talking about the promises of God. And y'all quoted a lot of verses, but nobody quoted the promise of God that life is going to be difficult. He says that over and over. It's a promise. Life as a follower of Jesus is going to be what? Hard. It's going to be hard. Let me show you Hebrews chapter 12:1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every way and sin which clings to those close. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before. Faith is hard. There's a race. It's hard as you get to it. Let's say, I love this saying. Go to the next section, Joe. I like this. When you're down to nothing, God is up to something. How many of y'all like that? I didn't think that. I don't know where I got that. I read it somewhere. When you're down to nothing, God is what? Something what? We get to the end of the verse 7. He's up to something. We'll show you the scripture verse here. We're going to look at this twice and we're going to go on. So this is a prophetic word. There are 365 messianic prophecies in the Old Testament talking about the coming of Jesus. This is 700, 800 years probably before Jesus comes. And here's the hope. And it's a hard hope, but it's hope. What's this? There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse. Who's Jesse? Anybody know that one?
Father David.
There you go. Yeah, David's father. David, was God's choice of kingship over Israel, leader of Israel. And so notice this. Notice what it said. It's kind of the stump of Jesse. In other words, during this writing of Isaiah, there was no hope found in the kingdom. It's a disarray. Babylon came in, life down. They were living in bondage. It was hard time. Hard times in Israel. And this prophetic word comes in this difficult days. It says, from that stump, Israel had been cut down to nothing. They had no vegetation, no life, and here's the prophetic word. And it's a hard word. It says, from that cut down of that stump that looked like the nation of Israel has been cut down, mowed down, and now there's only a stump. Here's the prophetic word. It says, there shall come forth a shoot, a branch from that stump of Jesse. Wow. It's pretty hard there. Disappointment. Let me talk about this, Israel. Remember when Moses, this is kind of interesting, let me just kind of throw this out there for you. Remember when Moses delivered, through God's obviously power, he delivered Israel from Egypt. Do y'all remember that story? Okay, remember? Charlton Heston? So, okay. When Charlton Heston delivered Israel burning bush. They didn't use this, but here's what God said. He said, Moses, you're going to go back to Israel and you're going to raise them up in the promises that I gave you. It's been 400 years now. You're going to be the deliverer there, and you're going to go back to Egypt where you came from, and you're going to give them this word that I'm going to deliver them. Then there's a burning bush, and then there's snake stuff, there's leprosy stuff going on. You can read the story for yourself. You see all these crazy things that's going on, and then God says this amazing thing that sometimes we overlook, because we like going to the Red Sea and seeing all these miracles, but we forget one thing. God says that you're going to deliver Israel, but by the way, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart. What? Wait a minute. If this is the hope of Israel, why is it going to be hard? Why is it going to be hard? Anybody feel that way sometimes? God, if I have this hope and it's doing and living out in my, why is it so goddamn hard? Shouldn't it be easier? When I came to Jesus, wasn't all my problems solved, right? By the way, Moses, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart. Why do you do that? And then he tells us, so that you will know, they will know, that I will be glorified, and I am God. I am God in the hard times. And they will know, in the hard times, in the heart of Pharaoh's heart, that there's hope in the hard times. Is that a message for us today? It is to me. Here's what I used to think, and I want to change this thing. What's this? I used to think disappointment was an enemy of hope. So as long as I didn't have disappointment in my life, I had a lot of hope. Oh yeah, boy, yeah, this is great, And I've changed that. Because here's what I think now. Disappointment is the door to hope now. Because it is in the hard time that I've learned who God really is in my life in the hardness. You don't hear that? See, we think hope is just, euphoric spirits, all this, and feels good, I'm walking with Jesus, everything's great. Let me tell you, disappointment is the door to hope. Because when it's going to be hard for us, it's going to be difficult, but we learn how to trust the Lord. Let me say one more thing about hope. Hope is also hidden. Hope is hidden. Remember that scripture verse we just looked at in Isaiah 11:1? Remember what I said? The stump, that hidden thing, that thing that's got way down. Not that big tree, that stands out that we looked at that tree. Man, that's a magnificent tree. Look at all the tree vegetation. No, it was a stump, the thing that was hidden, surface level, this stump that we saw, the possibility of hope. There's a twig on that stump, and that represented you've been cut down, it's been hard, but let me tell you, our hope is hidden. You know what I think? Check this out. I think God likes what God likes, He hides from us. I didn't like that, did you? I think what God really likes, He hides from us. He hides it from us. And that's why, doesn't it say, search with all your heart? Keep searching after me. Trust me. Look to me. Search me and I'll be found. If you search with me, you will find me. And so I think the things that God really, really, really does like. Think about the greatest gift ever given to us. I mean, the treasure of all treasures. Who was that? Jesus. Absolutely. There you go. He hid him in a barn. Are you kidding me? Anybody born in a barn in this room? Nobody in this room. Man, my kids were born in a hospital. I told everybody, got the phone, put pictures on the wall, And I was proud. It was a moment a father should be proud. And He hides the greatest gift, the greatest treasure ever given to us. God chose to hide Him. Not only did He hide Him, even Mary, remember saying, she pondered that into her own heart, and she hid that in her heart. We see all these things that are hidden. And hope is hidden. And so we see this for 30, 29 years, 30 years, 31 years. Jesus is obscured. What is that about? I was thinking about that. And so I found the scripture verse. Look in Romans chapter. Here it is. It's got the answer. For in this what? Say hope. Hope. We were saved. Who is our hope? Christ. Now, hope that is seen is what? What the heck? Hope that is not seen. Now, hope that we think is hope that is seen is really not what? It's not really hope. For who hopes what he sees? Oh, am I confused now? But if we have hope for what we do not see, we wait for with patience, searching for the Lord. See, I don't know my heart. We'll go back to this now. But why I'm this up? I know I'm way over, and I promise you I won't do this for 2 weeks. What I hope in, what I have hope in, how I act on that hope, sometimes not seen. In other words, I don't hope I'm going to preach a good sermon. I prepare for it, I study for it, I work for it, I pray over it, and then I just release it and trust the Lord. If I just hope it, I wouldn't have to prepare, because the preparing is hard. It's tough, guys. Try it. Just practice one time. Try to prepare a sermon. You preach for an hour and a half like I do. It's tough. Preparation's hard. I don't hope y'all will get what God's trying to say through me. I'm prepared. It's hard. And I hide a lot of things in my heart before I can ever speak this thing. It's hard. It's work. And I don't hope it'll be good, but I'm prepared. Trust the Lord that it's going to come over the way He wants it. And so I want to ask you this morning, how's your hope this morning? What are you doing in the disappointments? Are you just hiding? What are you doing in the disappointments? Because that is the doorway of our hope. How's your hope this morning? Let me kind of close this thing up. We all agree we want a healthy, happy, not healthy, but a healthy life. We all raise our hand. I want to have it. I want change in my life to be. So here's what we said. We said decline your heart. You've got to learn to hate that destructiveness in your heart. You've got to hate it. You've got to despise it. You do not want to go back in that bondage. You know? Don't want to do that. If my doctor, which he did, praise the Lord, he said, you cannot eat another sugar cookie. I'll get another doctor. No, if he said, you cannot eat another sugar cookie, you'll kill you. I heard that said to my brother, who was dying in the hospital. I came over and he said, you smoke. Your diabetic thing is going to kill you. He has a choice. He walked out of that hospital. What's he going to do with it? My doctor told me, you cannot eat another sugar cookie or your life is in jeopardy. Not die, just in jeopardy. What do you think I'd do? I would hate those sugar cookies. I would go buy a dozen of those things and I would lust after them or come down. I would crush them and I would destroy them and I would say, I'm not doing that anymore. I hate those sugar cookies for what it can do to me. That's the way we have to treat our heart. We have to hate those things that brings that destruction and that things that clog our heart. Second of all, we've got to learn to hide in God as our shelter. We've got to run. We're hiding in the things that kind of give us comfort and caves of those things that kind of reduce the effects of being a failure. Let me tell you, the pain of failure is not as great as the shame of stopping the course of God in your life. That pain of just getting out there, that's nothing compared to just quitting. And the shame of just quitting. I'm not going to do this anymore, so don't do that. But you've got to hide your heart. And finally, you've got to hope is something you do. It's hard. It's sometimes hidden, but I promise you, when we search for the Lord, He's faithful. So, today, we say, Lord, incline my heart, position my heart. Lord, forgive me when I'm declining, when I recline and just kind of put in cruise control. I've been preaching for 30 years. I'm just gonna wait for heaven. Shame on you. Incline our position in heart. And you're the one that sets that reset button on that table. So choose today. Choose today. Amen? Amen. All right, let's pray. Father God, we love you. We really do. I thank you for the word of God. It's rich, 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 rich. You've given us a lot to chew on today. Lord, we trust Holy Spirit of God working in hearts and lives that are here today. And that you'll speak that over us today. Lord, may we examine our heart today and see if there's any wicked way that's in us. Lord, we incline our hearts forever and ever. The change has begun today because of your grace, your mercy, your forgiveness. Thank you that you've created a new heart in those that are believers in this room. And let us go back to that change and that new heart, what that means. Is there's nothing that blocks the flow of our heart because we're guarding it by your grace, your strength. So we're going to hide in you, we're going to hope in you, and we're going to trust you. Lord, it's been good to be in your house today. Thank you for those that are here. Thank you for their lives. Thank you for what you're going to do in their hearts this week. So we love you and thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Everyone say it. Amen. Well, let me bless you. We're going to have communion. Those of you